Hey friends, and welcome back to Path of Exile for our day 1 update of Herald of Thunder as a league starter. Now, day 1 went pretty well for us. We got to tier 3 or tier 4 maps with a bunch of sidetracks going to Heist, Sanctum, and the Trial of the Ancients. So our gear right now is a little rough. We don't have the sockets we want for, let's say, Ball Lightning. It's only got a 2-link, and then we've got a 3-link over here set up for our caster damage taken setup. But I have the little alchemy orbs, in that I have 0, that I can't actually afford the gems that I need to put there. Other than that, our gear is okay. Today we're going to be working toward a 5 or 6 link. We want to buy a helmet with the enchant we want, and upgrade our gear overall. If we can find a corrupted set of Volkor's gloves, that'll be huge, because that means that we can replace the mark of submission with a real ring, and that'll be very nice. The only other things that we're working toward are levels and cluster jewels. So, cluster jewels, we have a cluster jewel set up here, so as we level up, we're going to be getting more cluster jewels. This cluster jewel cost me about a chaos yesterday. The medium cluster jewels, we're looking at about a chaos as well yesterday. We're going to craft those ourselves. And then we want a small cluster jewel out here for reducing our grace cost. That's the plan there. That'll be what we're working toward today. Herald of Agony Divergent is going to be nice if we can get it, but that's pretty low on the priority list as far as everything else goes. I think I want a 6th link before we get that Divergent Herald of Agony. So yeah, that was day 1. Went pretty well. The market is flooded with daggers that have +1 lightning spell skill gems. So if you are in the market for one of these, they are about 1 chaos a piece. This one's item level is super low, but not a big deal. Map-wise, all we've been doing is making the magic, going straight in, and that's just to get the map completion. We've already completed this one, but I don't think I have any maps that I don't have completed. We'll have to work on that a little bit today. Set up our Herald of Thunder, start going. Our damage is still quite low. That's to be expected with a 4-link. Herald of the Ancients is a very interesting mechanic. My biggest problem with it right now is not the mechanic itself. I think the mechanic is actually really cool and pretty rewarding. The issue is the amount of time you have to spend in Herald of the Ancient, or in Trial of the Ancients, before you get a reward. The tattoos are really cool and have a lot of potential for this build specifically, since we get a bunch of added damage from it. But the time investment is a little bothersome. Let's grab this. We need essence. Oh, one other thing I bought is we bought a Corrupting Blood immunity gem. Very important. And I think that cost me 3 chaos yesterday. As for the uniques themselves, I think I paid 1 C for everything except the mark of submission. I might have paid 5 C, up to 5 C for the Volkor's Guidance. It wasn't very much. You actually want all of this. We are very, very currency starved at the moment. The mark of submission I paid 3 C, not because that was actually the going price, but because I didn't want to spend Chromaticus on it. So I bought one that was green, and the only one that was green was 3 C. There were a couple that were 1 C and 2 C, but they were red and blue. But yeah, today is all about upgrading gear. Is it an upgrade? Oh. Yeah, that's the update for the character. So, I'll be streaming very shortly. I'm going to get this video out there. I'm also going to put up one more video having to do with the Spellblade support in Herald of Thunder. Sadly, it does not work, but I'll explain more on that in the other video. Thanks for watching. See you next time.